Kimora Lee Simmons' house caught on fire?
What?
Yeah.
Damn, what happened?
I don't know.
Are the kids okay?
Yeah, they good.
She's good though?
Yeah, they good.
Family's good. All right, as long as the family's good.
Word, facts.
That's crazy. How do you think it started?
I have no idea. Yo, you heard Kimora Lee Simmons' house caught on fire?
Nah, that's crazy. Did they die?
Did they die?
They paid homage to certain sacrifices and homage to certain idols. They would drink, party, be merry, and the men would have sex with each other.
Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms.
Just because I'm a mom, I've tried to, you know, look the other way for things and turn the other cheek, and I don't know, I sometimes feel like some of those things come back to haunt you over time.
Kimora Lee speaks up against Diddy. It looks like Diddy isn't meeting the allegations because a few days after Kimora Lee spoke about Diddy's alleged involvement in the death of Kim Porter, Kimora's house caught fire and all fingers are pointing towards Diddy. So if you have been following this whole Diddy case, y'all know Kimora, who has been pushing for the case of Kim Porter to be reopened because she knew there was lots of foul play involved in her death, as she happened to be her best friend. Coupled with the things she knew about Diddy, the book Kim was writing before she passed on, she believed Diddy was involved in her death. When the news of Kimora's house being raised on fire broke, lots of fans believed this was Diddy's way of enliving her, or he was threatening her to keep her mouth shut and not get herself involved in what was happening. Kimora posted some really disturbing pictures of firefighters trying to put out the fire, with the caption, "My house caught fire. The kids and I are all fine. I cannot express enough my deepest gratitude to the numerous battalions, ladders, and units that attended to us for many hours today and quite possibly saved our lives. Thank you." Moments after the pictures dropped, fans started dragging Diddy all over again because they believed the fire wasn't an accident and Diddy was trying to silence Kimora because she knows a lot and has a lot of dirt on him. Fans pointing fingers at Diddy was not surprising because if he could blow up Kid Cudi's car, then he could definitely put Kimora's house on fire. Well, Diddy coming for Kimora was not expected because she had lots of unknown information which Kim told her about Diddy. And if y'all remember when news of Cassie's lawsuit broke, Kimora shared a cryptic post to her Instagram story alongside a heart emoji saying, "As you sow, so shall you reap." And many people assumed the remark was a comment on how Diddy treated her friend and the mother of his 3 children before Kim Porter died. In a follow-up post, Kimora wrote that she was starting a girl gang consisting of women who were aggressive in their support for other women and asked everyone if they wanted to volunteer. She had also posted a throwback photo of Kim Porter with a heart emoji. News of the lawsuit was a good step for Kimora because she knew Diddy knew more about her friend's death, and Cassie's lawsuit meant he was about to face karma for all the evil things he did to her friend and the other females who have encountered him. Word on the street is saying moments after the news of the lawsuit dropped, Kimora has been reaching out to her lawyers and the police, working hard to get Kim's case reopened because she believes Kim did not die of pneumonia but was poisoned. And it was revealed that when Kim died, Kimora was one of the first people who got to where she was, and coupled with the fact that Kim was perfectly healthy before she died, Kimora knew there was foul play somewhere. So, something strange also happened during the investigation into the death of Kim. Ed Winter, who was originally assigned to the case, was taken off the case after he ruled her death as a homicide after he found traces of poison in her body. He was not allowed to continue with the investigation, and the case was moved on from him. The second coroner raised a lot of suspicion because it took him 2 weeks to conclude that Kim died from pneumonia, which was weird because it doesn't take 2 weeks to conclude that someone died from pneumonia unless they couldn't look for something else to pin the death on and they had to pin it on pneumonia. What makes this whole thing more shady was the fact that he completely disregarded Ed's report about Kim being poisoned, and up until now, no one knows where that autopsy report is. Then, out of the blue, the first person who was assigned to the case, Ed Winter, was found dead in his home after reporters reached out to him to ask all he knew. He was reported to have died of natural causes, and y'all know Jaguar Wright exposed Diddy for having poisons that make it look like the person died of natural causes. Then there is another report that says Kim was found on her bed with blood on her pillowcases and a slight trail of blood on the bedroom floor that led to the bathroom. She was also strategically placed on the bed to mess with the police investigation. Another source who is close to Kim said Kimora and Kim's family have been on the FBI's neck for years to reopen the case, but Diddy has been using his connections to stop that from happening. The source said they are seeking legal advice and are unequivocally pursuing to slap Diddy with a lawsuit for wrongful death. So it's clear that everyone close to Kim Porter believes her death wasn't from pneumonia, and a part of Kim's house went up in flames after she started making moves again to reopen the case. But as you can see, fans have every reason to believe Diddy had something to do with the fire incident at Kimora's house because things aren't going well with him, and the last thing he wants now is for Kimora to come out and reveal even more secrets about him. She witnessed him physically and emotionally mistreat Kim for years and reportedly even knows the content of the tell-all book she was writing before she died. News of Kimora's house on fire shocked fans, and they said, Diddy is blowing up cars and now is setting Kimora's house on fire. He's trying to silence everybody who has dirt on him. Kimora Lee's house mysteriously caught fire yesterday. Kimora Lee was one of Kim Porter's close friends who knew the contents of her tell-all book about Diddy. And Diddy set Kimora Lee's house on fire, and people really had the nerve to ask why Cassie and bystanders to Diddy's abuse hadn't come forward earlier. So let me know what you think about this. Do you think Diddy is responsible for the fire at Kimora's house? Or do you think it's just a coincidence that her house went up in flames after she talked about Diddy's involvement in Kim Porter's death? Let me know what you think in the comments, then check out this next video.